Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and this is what we're going to make today. It's just a little curved or folded notebook, and I've just got some regular paper in there. I just cut down some regular notebook paper and put on the inside, and it closes with a magnet. This is good enough for a stocking stuffer so the kids can slip it in their purse, and then I just personalized it by writing my granddaughter's name on there. But this is what we're going to make. They're simple, they're easy, quick. This time of year, nobody has a lot of time, so this is just a really good stocking stuffer. All right, guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video at the end, don't forget to click that thumbs up, and we will get into the project. So you're going to start off with a piece of cardstock that is 8 by 4, and on the 8-inch side, you want to score at 1/2. All the way down, then at 7 1/2. Then you've got another piece that is cut at 3 by 3, and all you want to do to this one is score down the center at 1 1/2, just on one side. And that's all the scoring that you need to do. So let's start with this piece first. Go ahead and fold and burnish these ends. Okay, I'm going to tell the product that I use as I go along, because I have a lot of people that say, you didn't tell what that product was that you used, and I've been looking for it. So this is our Teflon bone folder. Love, love, love this. You can score on paper, even black, and it doesn't leave marks, and these things will not break. They're so tough. So that's what that is. All the links to all the products will be below, so don't worry about that, trying to find anything. All you have to do is go down there and search, and it'll have the links to all the products that I use. Okay, then I'm going to use some score tape, and I'm going to put score tape on either end of this. Now what this is for is this is to keep the end of the little book, these ends, from fraying when they open and close it a lot. It's just to kind of reinforce it. And that was the 1/2 inch score tape that I used. So you're just going to fold it over like that. So that's what you have now. Let's fold it over. And then this is going to be our outside right here. So what I have done, and I'm going to use my 6 by 6 paper pad that came in our November kit. And this one is Christmas in the Country. I'm going to use it. So since this is a little bit longer than I could use a 6 by 6 mat for, I have cut some different mats to put on top of that. So this mat is cut at 6 3/4 by 3 3/4, and we're going to put that down first. And then we have one here that is cut at 6 1/2 by 3 1/2, and then our mat from our paper pad is cut at 6 by, looks like 3 1/4, 6 by 3 1/4. So that way the mat doesn't look so odd, because you've got different layers there. Plus it makes your little book a little bit stronger. So we're going to put this down first. Now on this, you're going to need to glue this really, really well, because this is going to bend. So you're going to need to make sure that you get a lot of glue on there. And I'm using art glitter glue. If you live in a part of the country where it is not freezing yet at night, we can still ship the art glitter glue. If you live in a place where you've got freezing temperatures at night, then we can't, because it will freeze. So just be aware of that when you go in. I don't close mine down like some of the places do. I just leave it, and I leave it to your discretion as to whether you're going to order it or not, because if it freezes, you know, if you order it and it freezes, then we're not responsible for it. So make sure that you don't have freezing temperatures, because you know the USPS leaves all of that stuff laying out, so in their trucks, and their trucks are not heated in the back at night, so it's a possibility that it would freeze. Alright, I'm just layering these one on top of the other, like that. And I'm going to use my bone folder. Again, this is that Teflon bone folder, and it's really good for pressing all of that glue out, making sure that it gets distributed evenly. And then we're going to put this mat down. I'm going to make sure I've got it the right way up. And this one we'll just kind of center up because it's going to be a little bit long. It's going to be a little bit shorter than the others on each end, but that doesn't matter. It's still going to look cute. So then just go back and forth. Make sure that all that's pressed down really well. Okay, just like that. Now this is going to be a little bit stiff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it, and I know you're not going to be able to see this, so I am going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it to the edge of my desk, and I'm just going to roll it back and forth on the edge of my desk real easily. I'm not going to force it because the glue is still drying. I'm just going to roll it back and forth right in the center mainly. It's going to break down some of those fibers, and it's going to give it that bend that we need. So like I said, I'm not going to force it because the glue is still drying, but I'm just going to do that just a little bit. You can also put your bone folder on the inside, rub it back and forth. That breaks down a few fibers. So just like that. If it buckles just a little bit on the inside, don't worry about it. We're going to cover this, so don't worry about that. Just make sure that you don't have any ridges on the outside. So we're going to roll it some more on our desk. There we go. That is looking more like our little book there. And you could also roll it around. Let me grab a paint here. You could also roll it around something like this and just put a little rubber band around that until that dries, till all the glue dries, and then you'll have that little curve in there that you need. So you can also do it that way. Roll that back and forth. So see, we're getting that little curve that we want right there. Okay, so once you get your bend in your little book, and you can see mine has some little wrinkles on the inside, but we're not going to worry about that because we've cut a piece of mat and we're going to put that on the inside here. This is cut at 3 3/4, and then I just left it at 6. 6 should come right to the edge of where you folded those little 1/2-inch pieces over. And we're not going to flatten this back out to put this on here. We're going to leave it in a little curve. And again, put lots of glue on this. And then make sure that you've got it the right way up. And then glue it down. And I'm not going to worry about that little bit of glue that I got there because that'll wipe right off. And it dries clear. So just kind of center it up from top to bottom. And then let me go in here and wipe that glue off. There we go. And then just go back in with your bone folder and roll that in there. Okay, I'm going to take a clip and clip that right there and give that inside time to dry. I'm going to lay that aside. Then on this piece, the 3 by 3 piece, we're going to fold it together and glue it. But first we want to go ahead and round off the corners on one end. And I do it first because I don't want that glue all in my little tool here. There we go. So you round it off the corners on that one end. Then you can glue it together. There we go. Again, I use that bone folder. I use this thing all the time because it squishes that glue out, makes it even so that everything dries nice and even. Alright, now you're just going to take the bone folder and the edge of it, and you're just going to go on the back side of this. Either side is the back, they're both the same. And then you're just going to break down those fibers because this is going to be the little attachment that closes it. So this is going to need to curve just a little bit. I know we're doing all these curves today, aren't we? And see, we've got that curve in it now. And everything is still glued together well that I can tell. Yep. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my magnet, and I'm going to put my magnet on here. I could have put it on the inside of that, but I find when I do that with a little closure like this, sometimes it leaves a little gap there because I'm having to put this kind of close to the end. So I'm just going to put it on that side right there, just like that. Nobody is going to be the wiser. And then there's our other one, so we have that on there. And then this will go right around to that. And then if we want to, when we get the magnet right here, we can put a little dot on it like we have so many times before. Now I'm going to put some score tape on this end to attach it to the back, because it's going to need to be attached really strong. Score tape is not wanting to tear this morning, or I'm off a week one. Could be a combination of both. Got that, and now we just need to kind of center this up, and I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not gonna fuss with it. That looks about right there. And then this will come around and go on this side. And I'm going to leave it kind of open about that much, just so that there's lots of things that can go in there. They can put little notes in there and all kinds of things. All right, I pull the backing off the other side of my magnet, and then I'm just going to try to get that as straight around as I can, and then press that down. Let me see if I got that straight. Looks pretty straight. Okay, just like that. And then see, we have that magnet there and the magnet there, and I can cover that with just a little dot of paper. Let me go grab one. Let's see. There we go. So we'll leave that aside and let that dry. So we've got our magnet covered. And now what we need to do is we need to cut our paper. I've already got my paper cut for the inside of it. And I do the lined paper because that's what my grandkids like. But you could do plain paper if you wanted to. These are cut at 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. And all we're going to do is just kind of fold these in the center. Not really fold, but just kind of find our center there, because we need to know where we're going to be putting our hole. So let's see if that's about right. 2 7/8. 2 7/8. Yes. So our center's right down through there. Then we're just going to take our little piece of foam that we have here, and I'm going to take my piercing tool, and I'm going to pierce it right there. And make sure you hold it nice and tight. There. And then another one right here. There we go. So we've got the 3 holes in there. Okay, then you want to lay your paper down in here, even it up, and it should go right to the edge of where we folded that over. It should be the same size of the paper that you covered for the inside. And then you're going to punch these holes through the outside. Just make sure that you get a little hole through that outside. Whoops. Make sure that I didn't move it. Okay. Uh-oh, I think I need to get that one better. Right through there. I'm going through lots of paper, so. There we go. Got that little hole right there. Alright, we're going to clip this in, evening it up. And then I'm going to test my holes one more time just to make sure that I've got them all the way through. Okay, I have my needle threaded with this white thread that I have here. This is just in a big roll, and I get it off of Amazon. I'll link that below. And then this is just a big eye needle. I'll see if I can find those. I'm not sure. I think I've had mine forever and a day. I probably got mine at Walmart or somewhere. So you go down through the center, and then you come back up on the end, and then you're going to go all the way down to the bottom, and you need to leave that little tail right there. And then you're going to pull that over, and I'm going to pull this tail through a little bit more because I don't think I've got enough. There we go. Leave you kind of a big tail there. And then you're going to come back through the center, but you're going to come in on the opposite side of that string that went all the way down, so that when you tie this, it's on opposite sides. Then just clip that off. And then you're going to pull this string one way and then the other, and then tie it. This is going to hold that little notepad in there. Okay. You can put a little dotted glue on there if you want to. You can leave the string. I'm just going to clip it off right there. And there is our little notepad in there. Then we just close it up like that. And I think I'm going to put, I have just written out my granddaughter's name, and I think I'm going to put that right across there. We'll have to glue it like that. This will be her little book. Now I'm just going to go ahead and break the fibers down on the back of this too, since it's going to have a little bit of a curve in it. That way it'll lay down better. So then it will lay down right there, just like that. And I am going to use quite a bit of this art glitter glue on here. So there we go. We got her little name on there. And then I have a ton of these little stickers, and I'll link those below too, because I think we've got like 15 packs of these or something like that. And I'm going to use one of these little puffy stickers. They're the little epoxy puffy stickers. Sorry about the crinkling. I'm going to use one of these on here. Let me see. Oh, I like this one. It says, "You're on the nice list." So we'll put that right there. See, it's got just a little bit of dimension to it. I like that part. And then, what else can we use? I'm going to put something right here. I think I'll just use one of these stars. Or maybe this little flower. We'll put that little flower right there. To make it look like that's what's holding it closed. And But see, they're nice. Like I said, I'll link them below. They're very inexpensive. I think, as a matter of fact, they're on the sale, in the sale album. Let's see what else we've got over here. Okay, I think I will open this. This is from the Darcella paper collection from Prima, the one that we did the November add-on kit with. And these are just the little tiny epoxy stickers. And I think I'm going to use a little heart right there. And then she is like her Nene. She loves the butterflies. So we're going to use one of these little butterflies right down here. And there you go. That is a nice little stocking stuffer. And my grandkids, my granddaughters especially, love these because they can put them in their little purse and take all kinds of notes and things on them. So they love any kind of little notebook. You could put a charm on here. You could decorate it up. You could make them a little bit larger if you wanted to. I like this size because usually their little purse is tiny anyway. But that's it. That's just how easy it is. All of the information, measurements, everything will be over on my blog. That link will be directly below. And all the product will be listed there as well as below this video. Okay, guys, I hope you give this a try, and we will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed to our channel. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.